All right, so this is an old Foursquare in Petersburg. I like those big houses, right?
You do love a big house.
I like group homes, as I mentioned, because you're dealing with an organization.
Right.
And organizations tend to have better credit, they have better funding, and they'll pay a little above market.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part about them.
And they also sign long leases.
Right.
So basically, once you get them in, and then they like it, the chances of them moving are also very slim as well.
Right.
Just helping you build equity, and you can be on the next one.
Right.
So, this is an old Foursquare. This was where we're standing right now. This was at some point the outside kitchen and the back porch, like they used to do.
Okay.
House is over 100 years old.
All right.
And then sometime probably in the 50s, 60s, they built this add-on that we're standing in on it. And like happens, you see everyone, you see in Richmond, you see here in Petersburg, they started to fall off. They didn't use the same quality of craftsmanship that they used when they built the main house.
Right.
So when I got this place, this whole back part here, you can see it's all new. It was basically falling down.
Right.
And then that was, so we had to put a new roof on, we had to rebuild this whole place. I think I talked to you about that. The inspector said because it was pre-existing, even though of course they didn't permit it in the 50s when they did it, that was pre-existing, so I didn't have to get a build permit to build this part because I was just rebuilding it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't have to do anything.
That's so I had a house, you reminded me, I had a house where it had burnt down. We knocked down the back half of the house and we rebuilt it. And we didn't have a permit, and they gave us a stop work order. And I'm like, we're just rebuilding what was already here, but we were able to fight it. So I think it just depends on the locality.
It does.
They probably like you.
I'm getting to know the guys in here.
Right.
I would say that helps too.
Oh yeah, I had to get somebody to fight for me. Like, what? I'm not knocking down the house. Like, I already rebuilt it. But anyway, this is your project, not mine.
So this is going to be now. So it was the kitchen. We're making it the kitchen again, right?
Okay.
So standing where the refrigerator is going to be.
Okay.
So we rebuilt this. There's a new roof. We've done the rough-in plumbing. You can see the rough-in plumbing. We'll show that in a minute. And the electricity's about 85 to 90% done. So we're going to call for an inspection on that pretty soon for the initial part of it. And HVAC, the upper part of the HVAC's in, and then we'll put the crawl space HVAC in as well.
I gotcha.
So that's about where we are on the project. So it was all majors, needed everything, right? So basically the structure was there, right? And then we had to kind of rebuild everything from the start.
Gotcha.
One thing that I would do, well, we mostly did it on this one, but I got another house. I was trying to save time and effort. Those old plaster walls. Right. And I said, hey, I don't want to go down to studs, right? Like let's just dig channels for the electric or the plumbing or whatever. But it ended up making such a mess. If I do it again, if I get a big old house, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go down to studs. If you have to do all major, if it's already in
correct
in 5 minutes, you have to do all the major systems anyway. I feel like you might as well go down to studs. Just bite the bullet, pay a few grand, have someone do it and haul it out, and then you got a kind of a shell to work.
Right. So curious. I'm looking at the gutting.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get rid of these. I don't know what they're called, but these little black things. Like, or you just said, I just want enough so we can move to the thing. Because I know these are like older.
Yeah. So we're
probably can't see it, but
we're gonna put in insulation here. But yeah, in some places they had to break them out to run the electric or plumbing. But I thought it was part of the original structure of the wall. I didn't see. We didn't have to rerun new wood or put up new braces or anything like that. So I was fine with leaving them kind of the way they were. Again, to pass inspection, we're going to have to put insulation up here, and also down below. You can see the ground if you go look over there. That's not insulated, and that's where the plumbing is going to be. So we're going to have to insulate that and wrap it. But it's not a huge deal. So yeah, this will be the kitchen. That'll be the refrigerator. That'll be this will be the sink over here where you are. You can see they plumbed it in. Yep. And then that'll be a dishwasher right there next to it.
Okay.
And then we'll have some cabinet storage here. Oh, and it'll be a stove, refrigerator stove with an overhead microwave.
Okay.
And then over here is going to be a bathroom. One of the things they need in group homes to be for their code is to have bathrooms with 24-hour access.
Mm-hmm.
So making it in the kitchen where you have to transit it, right? So that'll be the bathroom over there. There'll be standard shower. You can see the toilet flange right there. This will be a sink right here, and then storage, and then in back of you is going to be the hot water heater and then a washer dryer.
Awesome. Where are we standing right now?
So right now this is going to be a bedroom.
Okay.
This will be an office over here with a lockable door. One of the things the organizations need as well is a lockable door for files and things like that.
Okay.
So, the houses I've done, that's been a requirement for them as well.
So that you bring up a good point. A lot of this is an older house. Do you know what year this was born? I mean, not born. What year this was built?
1910.
Yeah, a lot of the older houses, they have that little small room in the front that they consider a bedroom, but it's so little. And it seems like with the exit strategy that you're using, that you could really utilize that into really good space, because that's what your people need anyway. So you don't have to necessarily oh, how can I make this a little bit bigger? It looks like you might have made it a little bit bigger. Yeah, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. So that's again something I've just discovered that they need as part of their structure. So this will be a bedroom. There's a bigger room over there. There'll be a bedroom and then a bath upstairs as well. That was the bath over there for.
Okay.
And as far as challenges, I think I mentioned before. Next one I do, I'm just gonna take out instead of leaving the plaster.
Right.
But I think the biggest challenge I had with this one is I had a contractor that I'd worked with previously, and he's done good work for me, and I didn't really. I, of course, was new and learning as well, but I didn't really have to babysit him.
Right.
So every time I checked in, he was where he was supposed to be. He did what he needed to. I'd cut him a check on the rehab. He would be on to the next thing.
Right.
And he did that for 2 houses, and I'm like, this guy's great. We're going to do 100 houses.
Right.
Perfect.
I'm like, you unlocked the secret contractor, a guy that does what he says he's gonna do.
And then right after I closed on this one, I think I closed on it in August of last year. Right after I closed on it, I had some personal things I needed to focus on, and I had to focus more on my rather than my investment work, my personal work, to bring in cash. And my wife was in between jobs, and so that was where all my focus went.
Right.
But because this guy had worked on these other properties, I didn't really.
Right. You didn't just I don't have to worry about anything. He's rocking and rolling.
It's going around, and so 4 months went by through the holidays, and then I came here in February, I think, and nothing had happened. He hadn't touched it. It was sitting exactly where it was from August. Meanwhile, costing me the interest income and the opportunity cost, the time lost. All of those things. So the biggest challenge then was I had to sort of get a hold of him and ask him what was going on, and then find other contractors to come in and pick it up again. And that's why we're here. If it had worked like it was supposed to, there'd be somebody renting this already. I'd be on to the next one.
Right. So that contractor messing you up, what project was this for that contractor? Number 3, yeah. That's like the rule of thumb. It's the magic number. It's like we have a great contractor, we get to the 3rd house. I don't know what it is about the 3rd house. Why would you mess up a good thing? I don't know. But it seems like they start showing their colors and stuff like that. And then also I wanted to ask you, that sucks. And I know we just, we went through it, it's over, the emotion is gone. But how far did that make you behind? Because he messed you up like that.
Actually, I had another group home that was going to come in here, and they had to find someplace else to live because they have people, right? They have the place. Right. So I missed the money and long-term rental on that particular group home organization. And then, it was costing me the money for the interest-only payments on the house. And I don't know how to put a number on it, but definitely it's not small, right? And we're still not done here in May. I'm thinking probably June-ish, to July we'll be ready, and then I'll have somebody in. and so I got it in August, so it'll be coming on a year
Right.
instead of 6 months. So there, you know, it definitely, it isn't a small cost by having that done. Now, on my part, even though I had other things I was focusing on, what I should have done was bring myself here inside that time frame, and I could have realized it earlier that I was just sitting here not doing anything. So that was a lesson learned on my side.
But life happens. You live and you learn. You do the best you can next time, you know. So, you know, no need to beat yourself up about it. But yeah, it sucks. And the bright side though is once it's done, once it's rented, this part's not going to matter that much. That's the good part about it. If you can get through it, you know, roll with the punches, then this part is not going to matter as much. It sucks now though, but later on, not too bad. Okay, cool.